Hi guys, Raven here. Believe it or not, this is my second take today to try to get a video. As a matter of fact, over the last week, I've been trying to put something together, but every time I try to make a video, I keep slipping up. I keep mentioning the name of the illness that's going on, which YouTube has said you cannot give that name out. Uh, well, everybody knows what the name is, but YouTube is saying that you cannot say this. You can't utter it, and I try to respect that. But it's hard. It's hard, but I'm just going to call for what it is. It's an illness. This pandemic, I think, is getting the best of a lot of people. And let me tell you about Walmart. I was there earlier today to pick up my medications and some groceries. Spent a little bit more than what I wanted to be honest. But I was actually overall happy that I kept it under, because I got enough food to last it through the next few weeks, which is good. I'm okay on that. There's no shortage of that, except for a few things like Slim Jims. I've been munching on that. I only got 5 of those today. Ate 2 already. Got me some chicken tenders. I have to eat that within a certain number of days. But anyway, when the Walmart, they're really, really taking this pandemic seriously. They got the pharmacy sign closed off. You cannot enter into Walmart through that entrance. The only way you can go in is through the grocery side entrance. Now, every Walmart, is, their entrances are different. Like, if you go back to the Maryland, where I lived at, in the mountains of Garin County, Walmart, when you look at it from an outside perspective, you got the pharmacy that's on the right-hand side, and then you got the grocery that's on the left-hand side, along with Subway. Well, the Walmart here in Ohio, when you're looking at it from an outside perspective, you got the groceries and Walmart or Subway on this side, on your right side. And on the left side is the pharmacy, cosmetics, stuff like that. Well, that sign is shut off. You can still go to the pharmacy, you just can't enter through that way. And for me, I have to have a riding cart, when I'm at Walmart, because I never know how much walking I'm going to do, plus it's a time saver, and I know I legitimately need to use them, and I can't tell you about how many dirty looks I get from people when they see me using one, because here they look at me as a young person. You're too young. You shouldn't even be riding cars. But disabilities do not discriminate based on age. Just like this pandemic doesn't discriminate where you live. It's going to hit where you live, or it could. But you have states where, I think 10 at the last count, that don't have a full stay-at-home order. The other day, I think it was up to 13, but Texas, I believe, decided, hey, we're going to follow this. Georgia was the other one. The governor there said he didn't realize how bad this was. And that baffled me, because I'm like, you got the CDC based in your state, and you're going to say you didn't know how bad this is? I'm not bashing the politician, but what I'm saying is, how can you not know? Everybody else in the rest of this country, or around the world even, knows what's going on. So, how can you not know? That one baffles me. So, let me get back to when I went to the Walmart to get my medication. So when I found the writing card that was at the entrance of the side that you cannot go in or out. But before you go in, they actually have two associates standing outside. One to tell you you have to, because they have like a makeshift fence made of shopping carts, and I'm not kidding. I wish I had my tablet. I could have took a picture and I would have shared it on this video. But they had a line, or like a makeshift fence in an L shape. So you had to go around to go in. But they had like yellow tape to kind of mark it off. And when I saw that, I was like, are you serious right now? But you had to come out that certain way. And even when you walk inside, they still have that line right there to separate people from coming, who's going out, as opposed to those who were going in. So after I got so I found the cart, I went to the pharmacy, picked up my medication, and then when I wanted to come back out through the way, because I wanted to, cut through that way, because, when you got all these aisles, you got people there, and you really don't want to get in their way. One had a Walmart associate on a little ladder where she was stocking shelves. So I didn't want to go down that way. So I wanted to go through this little gate and cut up, so that way I could go toward the grocery. But stupid me didn't know. Well, at least the lady who worked at the pharmacy, she was very understanding. I set the alarm off, as if I stole something. And when I was explaining to her what I was trying to do, because she thought I was trying to leave to go out to the grocery side, I said, no, I still need to pick up groceries. I just wanted to, cut this way. She goes, oh, okay, yeah. You have to go up that aisle, and then you can cut across. Because at the gate, it does set off. That was embarrassing. I was like, I didn't steal anything. I didn't, I just picked up my medication. And by the way, they were still out of hand sanitizers. As I think all Walmarts are, I remember it was last week, an associate told me when they restocked, they were going to set it to where one hand sanitizer per household. Not really sure how you can enforce that, but you can enforce it through one per customer. But she said one per household. How are you going to enforce that? That, I don't know, but unless she misspoke. That's all I can think of, but that's probably what she did. She misspoke. But, there's a lot of people who are saying that this isolation is driving them crazy. They can't get out. But see, for me, life isn't all that different. I mean, you're under an order to stay home, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't get out much anyway. So, but there's people who do need to get out. And people who have jobs aren't necessarily suffering the isolation as much, from a mental standpoint. But there's other members of the family that are. So, I just dropped the lid to this. I forgot about you. I'm done making this video. Where did it go? I swear this carpet. And that was a truck that just went by. Sometimes I think this carpet actually eats things up because I didn't even see where the bottle lid to my soda went. Anyhow, videoing about the soda. So anyway, I hope that your stay at home is not as torturous as some people are saying that it is. I hope that no one in your family hasn't. I hope that no one you know personally hasn't. Um, Last week, the county that I live in reported its first case, and then I heard today there was 3 more. Um, but the first case, the original case, was a woman who was already in the hospital, and I think the hospital was like 7 miles away from where I'm at. But it takes about 10 minutes to get there because you have to factor in traffic lights along the way. And I say that because some people say you could travel a mile per minute, and I can tell you it takes more than 7 minutes to get to a hospital from where I'm at. Guarantee you. Um, but it's about 7 miles, I would say. It's a beautiful day. I'm hoping that people who are out are taking advantage of this while maintaining the social distancing. Um, that's the other thing I want to mention before I end this video, social distancing. They want you to keep a distance between yourself and other people, 6 feet. Now, yesterday I heard this came in from Los Angeles, California. The mayor was saying that something, at least I think it was the mayor, said, you can get this pandemic yourself, this illness, by just simply talking and breathing. You could transmit it to other people. When I'm talking, I don't feel like I'm blowing out air as I talk. Unless, I'm angry, like, oh man. But I'm talking in a normal tone. I don't feel like I'm pressing air out of my, mouth when I'm talking. Breathing, breathing seems more plausible than talking, but I'm not going to dispute it. I can't discredit it. I can't confirm it, but talking, really? And it's literally making me stretch my head. It's like, anyway, this video wasn't meant to be long, but it's been over a week since I made a video, and by the way, I should say a happy Friday to everybody. It is April 3rd, so I hope it's going on 4 p.m. here Eastern Time. I'm looking at the clock and it's past 3:40. So, which people are probably getting ready to have their dinner, or at least prepping it anyway. I have a friend who passed away back in 2011. She used to tell me people who have dinner at 5 o'clock is the old folks kind of thing. And, it's like, I disagree. Well, she and I agreed to disagree on that. But I don't think, there's various age groups of people who have dinner at 5 o'clock or have dinner at 4. I know a family in Florida, personally, that has their dinners at 2:30, which would have meant they already had their dinner. Because the head of the household, the gentleman that lives there, he has physical conditions that requires him to eat by a certain time and no later. So, plus giving his advanced age, so that makes sense. Um, but the people who he lives with are younger than him. One is only maybe a couple years older than me. So, well, not maybe, definitely a couple years older than me. So, that, say what you want about people who have dinner at 5 o'clock. I don't think it's an old folks kind of thing. But a friend of mine, may she rest in peace, always thought, that was an old folks kind of thing. She wouldn't have dinner and start till 6 or 7, from what I recall anyway. I miss her. I'm hoping that one day I'll see her again. But, it's hard to believe it's been 8 years, 8+ years. December of 2011 is when she passed. So a little over 8 years and 3 months. Almost 4. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. This video was taking longer than I wanted to. I can never, keep it short as I want to. So let me end this just by saying, I hope none of you out there who see this video have this illness. If you do, I hope that you have a speedy recovery from it. And whatever other physical ailments that you may have, I hope nothing but the best, you could pull through this. If you lost loved ones recently, my condolences. There's a lot of people who are not taking this pandemic very seriously. And even though, with Walmart, I think the measure is a little bit extreme, but I appreciate what they're trying to do. I've seen people at Walmart not really necessarily maintain 6 feet apart. So with that. The other night I had a chat with a fellow YouTuber. Not going to say their name, but we had a good discussion about a variety of different things, and I made the joke. I said, I wish I could have used it as a video because I was basically asking questions. And it was like, you could say I was interviewing this person, and I made the joke at the end of the video. I said, I wish I recorded this, because this would have been a good content for my channel, good at me doing an interview, and we'll see if that's something that we can do. I would like to do that, and I would like to be able to interview YouTubers, not only to help my channel, but maybe to help theirs as well. I get it, there's probably not a whole lot of YouTubers that would even give me the time of the day, which is fine. But I would like to become a YouTube partner. That's something I'm very interested in doing. But it's hard to get the minimum subscribers you need to monetize the channel. So it's a dream of mine. It is. When I was a kid, I used to dream, even though I knew I would never play professional sports, but I always wanted to try to get in broadcasting. And I think YouTube would probably be the closest thing that I could do with that. I do have experience of working in radio, but that was on an intern basis for about 3 months. That's how long it lasted, about 3 months. I didn't do a whole lot of talking, but, I did participate a few times. But I have an idea how the radio industry works. So, being that intern kind of gave me some learning tools. So, but I was a little sad when that came to an end. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. So I will see you in the next video.